Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Tekkit. In the last video, we created a very basic machine setup that allows us to double our ores. So we'll get dusts for every one of the ores we put through, and each one of these turns into an individual metal bar. Pretty darn useful. Now, in the very brief time in between these videos, I have pulverized 32 iron dust, which means I can get 32 iron bars out of this. I've also received 2 pulverized ferrous metal. One thing that's interesting about thermal expansion is the technology actually does kind of appear in tiers, right? So right now we have leadstone energy conduits, energy cells, and so on, and that's really the weakest technology tier that we can access. If instead we wanted to upgrade to the next level of technology, we'd want to get things like a hardened energy cell, and a hardened energy cell uses a leadstone energy and then just upgrades it using Invar, and that's it. Okay, but what's Invar? Invar, well, not nuggets. Invar block, no. Invar blend. Invar blend uses ferrous metal, pulverized iron, or just iron dust. I guess it can be, yeah, they can be both pulverized iron. Whatever, it takes some of the ferrous metal and turns them into Invar blends, which I can use to turn into iron dust, which upgrades my technology. The same sort of thing can apply to my energy conduits. Certain machines, I think, can be upgraded. Actually, does a pulverizer upgrade? You know, these are the sort of things I probably should check out before I go too far, shouldn't I? Let's see. No, the pulverizer does not appear to go into any recipes, but still. Yeah, that will be the next technology tier that we're looking for, but in order to do that, we are going to need a heck of a lot more iron ore in order to get my ferrous material so that we can get that out of a byproduct from our pulverizers. So, we need to go on mining. Before I do that, though, I will say it's a little annoying having to run all the way over here just to get some water to throw into my steam dynamo. If we're smart, what we should do is just go ahead and create an infinite water source right next to this thing so that we don't have to worry about it. Alternatively, what could be a good option is to create an aqueous accumulator. I can spell that right. I already messed it up. Aqueous accumulator, that's the one we're looking for. This is made using one of those machine frames, which you've already seen is some gold, some iron, and some glass. Easy to make. A bucket, more glass, a pneumatic servo, and some tin. Pneumatic servo uses iron, redstone, and some glass. Not too hard to make either. This thing will actually gather up the water. Oh, crap. This ice is going to be a problem, isn't it? It gathers up the water and then pumps it through a series of fluid ducts into, let's say, a dynamo. So that's something we actually probably should do. Though, to be completely honest, it's going to be a little bit difficult if there's going to be ice appearing everywhere. No, it's fine. 3 torches absolutely can stave off the cold of winter. Absolutely, by themselves. But if I am going to build an aqueous accumulator or some hardened energy cells or whatever, we're going to need to go back down into the mines. I was just trying to mine into this little fissure and get some stuff. When I find cobblestone, I get a little suspicious. Doubly so if I can hear spiders click-a-clacking over across the other side. There must be a dungeon over there. Sure looks like it to me. Hello, Spider Boo. Alright, easy free loot for me. We get wheat, a golden horse armor, a name tag, a builder's wand. Now that thing is kind of useful. Builder's wands. Actually, maybe I can see if I can get this to work now, or... sort of. You can see these little highlighted areas here. If I had cobblestone in my inventory, actually I do. Can I just use it right now? Right-click? Bonk! See? It just actually created an entire set of 4 blocks. Ah! Without me even trying! You snuck up on me! You almost snuck up on me too, and that would have been bad. The point is, the Builder's Wand is a wonderful thing from the Extra Utilities mod that can be useful if you want to do creative mode projects, or even if you don't want to be in creative mode. It's a very helpful tool. Speeds everything up. It's kind of nice to find that so early on. Maybe I can build a really big house this series, you know? I got some ideas, architecturally, on what I'd like to do. Suppose I did forget to check the second chest, didn't I? Floppy disk from Computercraft. A page in Mistcraft. Now, what could that be? Also, a Safari net if we want to do a catching thing. A couple more music discs, some bread. I'll go ahead and take some of that. Yeah, Mistcraft pages are certainly interesting. Oh boy, how does one explain something like Mistcraft? Have you guys ever played the game Myst? Probably not, it's an older game. Something my dad played when I was a little kid. Wee little babby. Myst, if I am recalling correctly, was a game about, well, the theme, well, not the theme per se, but one of the main story elements that's worth noting in Myst is that you could write worlds into existence. I don't know if it was a particular family that had this ability, and I don't know why, but whatever. They would write something into existence and create entire worlds. You would touch the book and be transported to an entirely new world, right? That's kind of how it works. In Mistcraft, it's sort of similar. You could take a blank book and, through some special means on a lectern with the right pages, create entire new dimensional worlds into existence. And you just tap on the book, and whoosh, you're there. And what kind of a world you find is going to depend entirely on what kind of pages you use. What are you going to write as your story for this world, right? So maybe you find a world that's a giant sprawling jungle made entirely of golden blocks or something. I don't know. Maybe you create a world that is a single stone island floating in the abyss or something. I'm not sure what you can create, but I think the only way to get pages is via these dungeons. I don't think you can make them. So finding one was actually pretty fortuitous. We'll hold on to this thing. Maybe I can actually put it to use someday. Oh, good, another dungeon. That's what I like to see. With freaking skeletons and creepers. Oh, thank you for shooting the creeper. That was amazing. Betrayed by your own kin. Actually, skeletons and creepers aren't related in any meaningful way, are they? I don't think so. Oh, gosh dang it. Get out of here. And by any meaningful way, I mean not even a little bit related. The heck is the story with the creepers anyway? I've seen some stuff about them being like living, exploding plants. I have no idea if there's truth to that or not. I hear something bubbling over there. Lava? I think there's got to be lava over here somewhere. Oh god, there's the lava. Found it. Okay. Let's not die. I'm noticing, by the way, that Galacticraft copper ore mines way faster than thermal expansion ore. I mean, you'd think that they would have done their due diligence and, like, made them at matching mining rates or something, but no, you'd be wrong. Man, I bet you feel stupid now, don't ya? Why would I be making fun of you guys? It doesn't actually make any sense for me to do something like that. I'm supposed to be catering to my audience and making you all love me. And instead I'm saying you're dumb, because you thought that Galacticraft copper ore would mine at the same rate as thermal expansion copper ore, and you were wrong, you big dum-dum. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, right. Sorry, I love you. I love you. You're all fantastic, brilliant, smart people. Oh, goody. My pickaxe broke. I got no food, I got no torches, I got no pickaxe. Seems like a good time to go back home to me, but that's fine because we need to dump a whole load of iron into our pulverizer and try to get some ferrous metal. Oh, and of course it's nighttime. Lovely. This lack of food is going to become a serious problem, isn't it? I would say that we need to start some farming operations, but a little difficult to do that in a snowy biome. Might be another incentive for us to pack up and move somewhere else in the near future. Oh, now this is interesting. See, for my pulverized copper, I actually got some pulverized gold as a byproduct. See, that's useful to know. We need some more space because I can't actually fit enough chests to continue, you know, doing anything and accumulating resources. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and place this little guy down, and then we're going to use this handy-dandy builder's wand to go boom! Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Gosh darn it. Okay, so the builder's wand comes with great responsibility because if you misclick, you do things like this. Still, it does speed things up slightly. Oops. I seem to have entombed myself. Now, I'm gathering up a pretty reasonable number of dusts right now. If we wanted to use electricity to smelt this stuff, we absolutely could do that. Or, we call it electricity or we call it redstone flux or something. I don't know. I think that there is an electric smelter, though. Is that it? Well, hang on. I think it's actually called a redstone furnace, but let's just search by furnace instead. Yeah, that looks like thermal expansion. Okay. Redstone furnace uses the leadstone power, or redstone flux, whatever, through leadstone conduits in order to actually smelt your stuff. For that, you need a machine frame, another one of those redstone reception coils, which is redstone and gold, as well as some bricks, which of course is just a small stack of bricks, which is just smelted clay. So not too hard to make. Now, redstone furnaces, I believe, actually can get you double ores as well, or double bars per ore, if you use sand with it. Or no, wait, no, it's not the redstone furnace. It's the induction. Do we have an induction furnace? Hang on, I gotta remember some of this. Yeah, the induction smelter. There we go. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Redstone furnace, I do not think doubles your ores and gives you 2 bars per ore. Induction smelter, I think, does, if you also give it sand as an input. But the downside of using the induction smelter is it produces a different type of byproduct, slag, which we're not going to worry about right now. But it's not a way of us getting some pulverized ferrous metal, so I'm not going to worry about it, the induction smelter, right now. Mostly, I'm just waiting for enough ferrous metal to come through. So, while we sit around and wait, well, let's go to bed. But while we sit around and wait, we should go back into the mines and get more stuff. Because let's be honest, this is Minecraft. You can never have enough stuff. Hoarding is one of the most useful skills you will ever learn if you are playing Minecraft for a long time. Did I upset an Enderman? That sure sounded scary, didn't it? He's not mad at me, so I don't think I did anything wrong. But boy, did he give me the spooks. You know, I remember the days when you had to really work to get your early game levels. We're already level 27, and I'm not even frickin' trying. It's just what happens when you mine a lot. I miss those days, though. It was a challenge to get to a high level. We should bring that back. Oh god, I'm becoming an old fart. Back in my day. Shut up, no one cares, is what I say to myself. You know, it's funny, I'm finding plenty of frickin' redstone now. At some point in the last video, I'm like, crap, I've only got 1 redstone and I need a lot more. So I had to take a break, run all the way back down here, just to grab a single thing of redstone because I wanted to continue the video and make it look as seamless as possible. But all I could find was 1 pocket, and it turns out it's all freaking right here! You sneaking up on me like that, how dare you? Spooky, scary skeletons! Spooky, scary skeletons! Is there a frickin' dungeon around here or something? Because I swear the spawn rate is increased. Or something. Is there a reason that the lead and the aluminum tend to congregate together? I mean, seriously, like, is there some sort of a geological reason why that would be the case that I'm not aware of? I don't think they're anywhere close to each other on the elemental table, or the periodic table. At least I would think not, given that lead is such a heavy element and aluminum is so light. But you know what? It has been a while since high school chemistry, so I could be completely wrong on that point. If anyone knows, let me know in the comment section down below. You see what I did there? It's called viewer engagement. Because people like feeling like they're smarter than you, so they'll tell you what the heck you don't know in the comments section. But joke's on you, it didn't even matter if I knew, because at the end of the day, do I really care? No, probably not. It's not going to change my life in any way. But I get extra viewer engagement on my video, and YouTube likes that. Haha! I probably shouldn't tell you things like that. But at the same time, I feel like I have to be honest with you guys about this sort of thing. Come on, y'all know your favorite YouTubers do it too. Probably more than I do, actually. I mean, that's assuming, of course, that I am not your favorite YouTuber, which I am assuming that, because I don't think that highly of myself. But I wouldn't be opposed to finding out that I was. I wouldn't be opposed at all. You know something I just realized? It's not the aluminum and the lead that's close together, it's the silver and the lead. See? This is again one of those things where if you make a mistake, people want to talk to you in the comment section and let you know that you're a big dum-dum. But again, I don't mind being wrong if it leads to greater viewer engagement. You know something? I'm about halfway convinced there is not a single diamond in that entire cave down there. So alright, we've waited long enough, let's go ahead and start tinkering with new stuff. Huh, you know, I didn't even realize I found actual uranium ore, as opposed to the yellowite. Atomic science versus big reactors. There is apparently a distinction. At this time, I'm not sure what it is, but they're different. Ugh. Alright, I really cannot be bothered having to fill this stupid dynamo all the time. It is time to get an aqueous accumulator. Let's do that first. So we need a tin, glass, bucket, pneumatic servo, which is iron, redstone, and glass, and the machine frame, which again is iron, glass, and gold. Alright, we got all of those things. Let's build it. We're running a little low on tin. While we work, we shall fix that. Get out of here, ice. I hate you. Alright, let's see. Gold, iron, 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 glass, 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 machine block, boom. Okay, pneumatic servo was redstone, iron, iron, glass, glass, pneumatic servo, and finally, We place that there, a bit more glass, a little bit tin, and then... Crap, was it iron? No, wait, it was the bucket, wasn't it? Bucket! Aqueous accumulator! Boom! Now, I think you're supposed to fill out your watering hole a little bit more, so let's go ahead and increase that water size, then put in the aqueous accumulator, I think, right in the middle. Yeah, there's an output right there. So now what we're looking for is going to be some sort of a fluid duct. Opaque fluid ducts, I think that's what we're looking for, and that is made using lead and copper. Okay, there we go, and then we just place one there, and then, does this have to go into the top or the side? I don't know yet. Hang on. Doop, da-doop, 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 da-doop. And there we go. It is automatically filling up with water. Hey, I don't ever have to worry. Interesting. I didn't realize there's this little thing that comes over on the right. See that little fluid thing? It was kind of freaking me out for a second there. Hi, fluid water. Anyway, point is, I don't ever have to worry about this again, and the aqueous accumulator doesn't require any power. So there you go. Water is never an issue again. And if that's the case, then actually all we have to do is just make sure we keep this thing supplied with some coal. And we've got our power situation more or less figured out. Energy cells looking pretty solid. You know what? Let's go ahead and get that. Redstone furnace that I was talking about, so we can do some proper electric smelting and stop wasting all my coal. I'll just power the dynamo instead. Redstone furnace, where'd you go? That's not it. There you are. That is made, of course, using bricks. Ah, we need to go find clay. Darn. All right. Geronimo! Can't see a dang thing down there. Ah! Need to find clay. Need to find clay. Maybe at the bottom of this freezing lake? Sure won't die of hypothermia down here. Still need to breathe. Okay, now you just gotta bake up some of these little clay nuggets into clay bricks, and then boom, we're in business. Yep. Okay, now we have our brick blocks. And you've already seen all this, so I'll just jump ahead. And we have a redstone furnace. Okay, that thing's up and running. Now, one thing I want to test is I think I actually can place this block right here. This red should be an output for the pulverizer. And if I place this right here, I think it's supposed to automatically load this stuff, and sure enough, it does. Auto-loading into the redstone furnace. See, guys, we're improving the process. Now, if we just put some leadstone in there, can I change the configuration for gray to be... Can't change that. Wait a minute. How do I actually get the power where I want it to go? Or, wait a minute. No? You know, something that's occurring to me is I think I may actually have this battery set up the wrong way and it's not outputting anything. Hang on. So if I look at it from this direction and go to configuration, I want to change this to orange. No, that didn't change the right thing. Where'd it go? No. Okay, hang on. What changes to orange? Okay, hang on. That's orange. So is this considered the front? It is. That's the slight texture difference there. Okay. So I think this is the back. So change that to orange. Now it's an output. And there we go. Okay, so I've been filling up this battery, but not properly draining it in the past. Can I change the color of this thing? No. So if I want to actually power you properly, I could let the dynamo do the job, or I can do this and change the color here to blue, and now it has an input for power as well. So now everything should be properly feeding through my leadstone energy cell. Wow, that actually works pretty fast. Not bad. That said, it appears my leadstone energy cell is more or less maxed out. We probably should be trying to increase our capacity a little bit more. So let's take a look at that hardened cell thing we have been talking about before. Hardened energy cell. Now that requires just the invar ingot surrounding a leadstone energy cell. I think it's allowed to have power in it and still is going to be okay. So for that, we just need to do our Invar blend, which is made from just iron and ferrous metal dust. And that's no problem. Just put some ferrous material, some iron, and then boom. A good amount of Invar blend to smelt. Now, one thing I probably am going to need is my crescent wrench, which I think... Yeah, I placed it right there. I did build one of those. I showed you earlier. It's a pretty easy recipe. No big deal. Can I safely pull up this leadstone energy cell without it, like, blowing up or anything? Do I hold down Shift? There we go. Hold down Shift and right-click, and now we have the energy cell. Now we take this, surround it with the Invar ingots, and boom, we have a hardened energy cell. Now, I think the previous capacity was 40,000 red flux units. Now our capacity should be going up a fair bit. Bonk. Let's make sure we change the configuration. This needs to be output. Okay. And the new maximum is 2 million RF. Really? Is that correct? That feels like a lot. Was it 40,000 earlier, or was it 400,000 earlier? I think it may have been 400,000. Either way, woof. Okay, that greatly increases my energy capacity. Now, before we end out today's video, I want to get myself one last little doohickey, and that is the Sawmill. The Sawmill works similar to the pulverizer in that it takes your raw material and then doubles the quantity into something useful. Sawmill takes your wood logs and gives you double planks. This one takes an iron axe, machine frame, another reception coil, and by the way, if you haven't realized, pretty much everything that takes power uses a reception coil, as opposed to the transceiver coil, or whatever it's called. Anyway, point is, this thing will be pretty useful. We just need a little bit of wood, copper, reception coil, machine frame, iron axe, and we can effectively double our wood production. And I'll just take a couple of wood, machine frame, coil, copper, iron axe, boom, Sawmill. Okay. Oh no, why did I place it there? Hang on. Doink. Thank you, Crescent Hammer. You're amazing and I love you. All right. Place here. That is a good input. Okay. So if I put in some spruce wood, look at it go. Okay, as it builds up some speed, it shall gradually turn it into spruce wood. Wow, that's even better than I thought. Wow, you really get a lot of planks out of this. You also get something called sawdust, which I think you can smelt into charcoal as a byproduct, which can be useful. Now, I don't want to have to come back here all the time and worry about the storage capacity inside of my sawmill, so this is where the strong box comes into play. If I place it right here by the output, ba-boom, and it should automatically start feeding everything into the strong box. Perfect. All right, we have a bit more automation. I've got some better metal production and far better wood production. Now I actually could start investing into building a proper house. But I think that's where we're going to have to end the video today. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then I ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment with your suggestions, hit that subscribe button, and notify bell if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time.